Celtic Myths and Legends by T.W. Rolleston. Chapter 6. The Ossianic Cycle, contrasted with the Ultonian cycle. Let us begin by saying that the reader will find himself in an altogether different atmosphere from that which the heroes of the Ultonian cycle live and move. Everything speaks of a latter epoch, when life was gentler and softer, when men lived more in settlements and towns, when the non-folk were more distinctly fairies and less deities, when in literature the elements of wonder and romance predominated, and the iron string of heroism and self-sacrifice was more rarely sounded. There is in the Ossianic literature a conscious delight in wild nature and scenery, in the song of birds, the music of the chase through the woods, in mysterious and romantic adventure, which speaks unmistakably of a time when the free open-air life under the greenwood tree is looked back on and idealized, but no longer habitually lived by those who celebrate it. There is also a significant change of locale. The Canorian tales were the product of a literary movement having its sources among the bleak hills or on the stern rock-bound coast of Ulster. In the Ossianic cycle, we find ourselves in the Midlands or south of Ireland. Much of the action takes place amid the soft witchery of the Killarney landscape, and the difference between the two regions is reflected in the ethical temper of the tales. In the Ultonian cycle, it will have been noticed that however extravagantly the supernatural element may be employed, the final significance of almost every tale, the end to which all the supernatural machinery is worked, is something real and human. Something that has to do with the virtues or vices, the passions or the duties of men and women. In the Ossianic cycle, broadly speaking, this is not so. The nobler vein of literature seems to have been exhausted, and we have now beauty for the sake of beauty, romance for the sake of romance, horror or mystery for the sake of the excitement they arouse. The Ossianic tales are at their best, lovely apparitions sent to be a moment's ornament. They lack something found in the noblest art, as in the noblest personalities, which has power to warn, to comfort, and command. Perhaps, aside from being newer, it is the nature of distinction. It is the nature of being real to life, as in something more accessible, that has allowed these myths to survive in so much vaster of a quantity than those of the Ultonian cycle.